Welcome to Yorkshire's Croft Circuit, England's most northerly racetrack, and the perfect place to kick off a serious electric versus petrol showdown.
A shootout between this pair of Audis, the very electric E-Tron GT and the very petrol RS7. Very evenly matched, similar performance, similar money, but which one is quickest around a track? We're going to settle it today with an old school track battle, which means, of course, we need another driver. Please welcome Alex Legui.
Hello.
Alex, how you doing?
I'm good, I am.
You excited by today?
I'm very excited, but I don't know what we're doing.
We will be having a race around a track, but not this one. We'll be driving from Croft in the north of England down to Dunsfold Aerodrome in Surrey, around 300 miles away. And when we get there, we'll have a 5-lap race, 1v1, to determine the overall winner. The only catch, we'd have to do the entire thing without stopping for fuel. This is the One Tank Challenge.
These two cars are perfect for this as well. Similar money, similar performance, and similar range, believe it or not. The E-Tron, 374 miles of range, according to Audi, and the RS7, 366 miles of range.
Oh. Yeah, but you know that in the real world, neither of them will actually do that.
I mean, yeah, there's a strong chance we're both going to get stranded on a motorway somewhere. But now that you know that, do you want to use the electric car? 8 miles of extra range? We could arm wrestle for it. Tug of war.
No.
Fun war.
No, you're all right.
Rock, paper, scissors.
No, I'm going to get in my petrol car.
Fight to the death.
No, thank you.
Guess I'm in the electric car then. Alex, can you confirm your fuel status, please?
Full to the brim. You?
I'm on 100%, in which case, it's time to do battle. Let's see if hydrocarbons can truly face off against electrons in this titanic gargantuan battle. She's gone. She's gone. I'm going.
So, we were off, and whilst the E-Tron's official range should be enough to get me from Croft to Dunsfold in one go, most of this trip will be done on the motorway at higher speeds. And that meant I had a major problem.
I've got this really useful range bubble here, which shows you exactly how far you can drive on your current charge. And it's saying I'm going to run out of charge in Woking. And if I want to avoid that, I've got to stop for 4 minutes to refuel. I'm already dead.
Now, I don't want to sound cocky, but I do feel really confident. This car has a 16-gallon fuel tank. Now, I reckon if I go at about 20 miles per gallon, that will give me, say, 320 miles. Now, that is enough for me to get not only to Dunsfold, but to be able to do like 5 laps fast. Now, Rory, he is in trouble. EVs burn energy fast, right? Especially on a motorway and especially when it's cold. I have a good strategy in place. I'm gonna go fast. And if Rory wants to keep up or beat me, then he's gonna have to go even faster. And that will cause some real problems.
Right, I've got to overtake her. Otherwise, I'm in trouble here, going for it. Here we go. Yes, and we're slowing down,
But my clever defensive driving would only last so long, because eventually we found ourselves on the A1M motorway, where I could no longer control Alex's pace. She was free to go as quickly or as slowly as she wanted, and she was going quickly, so I had to match her. And resigned to my fate, I took the time to get familiar with my car.
Okay, since I'm here, I suppose I better fill you in on the Audi S E-Tron GT. This is the newly updated E-Tron GT. I drove the Top Dog RS version a couple of months ago. This happens to be the standard S version. Well, I say standard. The thing is 107,000 pounds and has 680 PS. It is still an absolute monster.
The new E-Tron GT has more power than before, 200 horsepower more than the old entry-level car in fact. Weight is slightly down and charging speed is up. But the big upgrade, for today's purposes at least, is a bigger battery with 12 kilowatt hours more. Combine that with improved efficiency and the S E-Tron GT had an official range of 374 miles.
And also, this car recharges really quickly. It can add 175 miles of range in just 10 minutes if you can find a fast enough charger.
And that is something I was already beginning to think I might need to make use of. Secretly, of course.
The RS7. Think of it as the more showy, offy sibling to the RS6 Avant. More Liam rather than Noel. Same powertrain, just wrapped up in a 5-door, more hatchbacky, coupe body. Some might say it's a bit of a dinosaur because it doesn't use any hybrid tech, but this performance version has more speed. It kicks out 630 horsepower, does 0 to 62 in 3.4 seconds, and 174 miles per hour flat out. This car is all about old school performance. Mind you, I actually don't need to be quite so sensible as he does right now, so see you later, Rory Reid.
And with that, Alex upped the pace yet again, which was bad news for me. I was already having to drive with the heating off to save energy. With windows fogging up and my range falling quickly, and the car not changing its mind about the fact that I wasn't gonna make it to Dunsfold on a single charge, I knew I needed to make sure that Alex had to stop too. So I came up with a plan.
Alex, you know how in World War I, when the two opposing sides put down their weapons on Christmas Day and had a game of football?
Yes.
May I propose we do the same thing?
You want to go and play a game of football?
No, but I do want to call a little bit of a ceasefire. We can pull over, we can compare our cars, see which one's nicer to look at, have a cup of coffee, we stop at the same time so there's no cheating, and then we can set off again together and carry on the race.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I'm up for that. Could do with a bit of a pick-me-up.
Awesome. Right, so next exit is a garden centre. Pull into there and we'll have a little chat. Okay, ceasefire, temporary truce. I wanted to ask your opinion actually on the design of these cars. What do you think's prettier?
Ooh.
See, at first I thought it would be this, but now I've seen your RS7. I think I prefer that.
Oh, I don't know. This one is definitely much more beefy and more muscular, and I agree it looks cooler.
It's quite aggressive looking, isn't it?
Very aggressive looking.
Yeah.
But I actually prefer the look of that one because it's sleeker and, dare I say it, a little bit more feminine maybe, whereas I think that is a bit more laddish.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I want to show you this actually.
Okay.
My interior is quite nice. It almost looks like denim. That material, that's lovely.
That's horrible. Look at mine. Mine is much nicer. Look, leather, red stitching, RS badge, very comfy.
How many cup holders have you got?
2 in the front, 2 in the back.
Interesting. Your wheels, I will give you that, they are better.
Much nicer.
Yeah.
They're bigger and they're much cooler.
You've got 22s, I've got 20s.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. That, I think, is a better looking car.
Much better.
Yeah?
From behind?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Nicer
agree.
stance to it. I love the light bar across
I
the
love
back.
the lights.
It is cooler.
And there's a bit more to it, I think.
Question then, if I was to give you a choice between the RS7 and the E-Tron, what would you buy with your own money?
The E-Tron with a V8 engine.
The E-Tron if it didn't have an E on it.
Wasn't electric.
If they made a Tron.
100%, yeah, yeah.
Fair play, I get that. Right, I'm gonna head inside and grab a coffee. Do you want something?
Yes, please.
What are you drinking?
An extra hot vanilla latte, extra large, extra, please.
Right, I'll write that down, shall I? Could I get 4 coffees, please?
What coffee would you like?
2 mochas and 2 cappuccinos. What did you order again?
Vanilla latte.
Okay, it's not that, but there's 4 coffees. All yours.
Why are you being nice to me?
What do you mean? When am I ever not nice to you?
Oh, well, when you make me drive 5 hours up to a perfectly good circuit and not let me drive around it.
Apart from that, yeah. This is yours as well.
Right.
See you later.
Thanks. Oh, can we also make a pact that the next time we stop, we don't stop as a pair? I've got a race to win.
As if. Fine by me.
And with that, we hit the road and got some miles under our belts. Me in the RS7 with 0 range anxiety, and Rory tucked in behind me, seemingly having resorted to dirty tricks like forcing me to drink, in the hopes I'd have to stop. But we pushed on along the M1, heading for our Dunsfold showdown. So, Rory,
Yes.
you're still going for the whole follow me at high speed across England tactic then, right?
I don't think I got much of a choice, mate. I feel like you're going so quickly that I kind of have to follow you. If I slow down, you're going to win. But also, if I speed up, you're probably going to win because I'm burning through my battery as well. I've got literally no options.
And are you burning through your battery?
Yes. That would be putting it very, very mildly.
Oh, that's a real shame. Have you put your heating on yet?
Nope. That is a big no-no in this car. Not at all. Plus, I like the cold. Keeps me sharp, keeps me fresh. I'm not touching my heating because if I do, my range just drops like a stone.
How much? What difference does it make?
So I'll turn the heating on right now and I've got 174 miles of range to go. If I turn the heating on, that drops to 169. And also, if I change my drive mode to comfort instead of efficiency, it drops from 169 to 165. So I'm leaving it in efficiency with no heating on because I need every electron I can get.
Oh, you poor thing. That sucks. I mean, I, on the other hand, am really toasty. If anything, I'm actually a little bit too hot in here. But, you know, thankfully I have a nice cool coat to cool me down. Thank you. Why did you buy me so many drinks, by the way?
Oh, nothing. Just a bit of casual biological warfare.
Yeah, I knew what you were up to, Reed, but I wasn't worried. I knew we'd have to stop for a toilet break anyway. Well, I'd have to. But even with a stop, there's no chance he'd pull much of a gap because his range was rapidly running out. So stop I did.
Right, I'm gonna have to come off here. Woodall Services, we're in.
It's happening. Yes. She's stopping. Get in. Right. My evil master plan is working. She's going to stop for a wee. I'm not going to lie. I'm desperate for one as well, but I'm going to push on and see how far I can go, basically.
With Alex out of the way, I put the hammer down. I was going to cheat 100%. Sorry. My game, my rules. Plus, it was either that or break down. So, over the next 130 miles or so, I stopped trying to save my battery and instead powered on towards the fastest charger I could find. An ultra rapid that might be able to give me plenty of juice in a hurry using Alex's wee time as my recharging time.
Right, here we go. I think it's just around this corner. Come on, come on, come on. Next left. Great, perfect.
Now it was all about speed. Alex was behind me and I only had a few minutes left to play with. Luckily, this 350 kilowatt ionic charger was fast, and so was the E-Tron, able to accept up to 270 kilowatts. As long as it worked without any issues, that was. But I was good.
That's good. That looks good. Let's go in. Toilet break.
The good news with an EV is that unlike a petrol car, you can refuel it without needing to stand next to it. And since I needed a comfort break as well, just like Alex had done, it only made sense to use that time wisely. Four minutes and 58 seconds later, I was done. The E-Tron wasn't fully charged, but no further stops would be necessary, and it was time to press on.
That's it. Let's go. Let's go. So when I pulled into the charger, I had a range of about 64 miles. When I left the charger, I had a range of 125 miles. That's not bad, but I still don't know whether it's enough to do what I need. I'm looking at the map and it says when I get to Dunsfold, I'll have 12% if I'm lucky. But at least I will get there. And here's what's interesting, right? A lot of people seem to think that when you're charging an electric car, you got to plug it in and wait hours. You don't. I've just proven that all you really need to do is pop to a charger, plug in for as long as you need, which could only be 5 minutes, and then set off again to get to your destination. You definitely don't want to spend longer than you need to at a public charger because that Ionity charger was actually quite expensive. It cost 69 pence per kilowatt hour, and today it delivered 20 kilowatt hours to me, which means that I paid about £13 for that 5-minute charge. If hypothetically you were to refill the entire battery from zero at that charger, it would cost you about £66.
For the rest of the trip, I'd be going as quickly as I legally could. It wasn't ideal for my energy usage, but I didn't just need to get there. I needed to get there first.
Is that Alex? Is that Alex in front? Hold on a second. That looks like a grey Audi. About 3 cars in front. I can't quite see. I think it might be, you know. I hope it is.
It wasn't, and now we'd been separated, the tension was building. Was she ahead? Was she behind? Had she taken a completely different route? Time would tell.
I had no idea where Rory was either, which was bad news because I was fast approaching the most annoying section of the route so far. M25 Junction 10 for the A3, a notorious traffic bottleneck with huge queues that can cost you a lot of time.
Right, we've got work to do. We've got time to make up. Keep going. Come on, people, it's still green. Move.
I had a slightly different, less polite approach to Alex, accidentally cutting in front of almost everyone in the queue. Yeah, we all make mistakes, don't we?
On the hazards. I think that probably saved me about 3 minutes. Okay.
Now we were well on the home stretch. We still had no idea where we were in relation to each other, but what we did know was that we had to push. And eventually, I made it to Guildford and got a call from a slightly concerned Alex.
Rory?
Yes.
Please tell me you're out of charge.
I'm not out of charge. I'm still going strong.
Whereabouts are you?
Literally closing in on Dunsfold right now. I'm in Guildford.
What? No, I went round Guildford. I thought it looked too busy, so I stayed on the A3 a bit longer. But I have got fuel to burn, so...
Right, okay. Well, I don't have fuel to burn, quite the opposite. I'm quite concerned, not about making it, I'll make it, but I'm just worried about whether I have enough in the tank to actually do my laps.
Right, well, I am not concerned, so I shall see you at the circuit when you finally arrive.
We'll see about that.
See you at the finish line, Rory Reid.
Bye.
We were on the home straight. I knew I'd cheated by recharging, but I still wanted to get there ahead of Alex, so I pushed as much as I could.
Oh man, this is tense. I keep thinking I can hear the sound of a big twin-turbo V8 approaching from behind. Hopefully not from in front.
Whatever happened, I could at least be proud of the E-Tron. Yes, I may have bent the rules slightly because of the distances involved, but it was still coping admirably.
This E-Tron is the absolute daddy. I love these cars, and the improvements they've made for this second generation version are just brilliant. The ride is fantastic, the quietness is fantastic, the performance is fantastic. The range I was slightly worried about, but I've traveled well over 300 miles in this thing, and yeah, I did cheat a little bit. I did recharge for 5 minutes, but so what? I reckon I'm still in with a shot of beating an RS7, and that says a lot about how good the E-Tron is. What a car.
I, meanwhile, had fallen for my car, although for different reasons.
I just love this RS7. I mean, you probably know that, seeing as we've featured it on the channel before, but I just think it's awesome. It's so good looking, it's blimmin' fast, it's comfortable. It's got to be one of the best cars out there right now. And I'm going to love it even more when I win this race.
This is pure desperation now, come on. I've got to go fast, but not too fast. Oh, God, it's stressful, stressful. There it is, there it is. Dunsfold Park, final stretch, baby. I can literally see the track. This is it. It all comes down to this.
The only question was Alex already there waiting for me?
Have I done it? Is she there? Have I done it? She's not there. I've done it. I've literally done it. The electric car has won. I mean, some slight cheating in there, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What a result.
A few moments later, I had a visitor.
Oh, is that the sound of a V8? Yeah, there she is. Oh dear, oh dear.
What?
You've let the side down, mate. Like massively.
How long have you been here?
I've been here literally 2 minutes and 13 seconds.
How?
How do you feel? How do you feel? How do you
I
feel?
don't understand.
I don't understand either.
How are you here before me?
I'm just clearly a better driver than you. So you stopped, right? You had a wee.
Yeah.
Part of my master plan.
You stopped, right?
I stopped as well. I had a wee.
Just a wee.
I had a wee, and the car had a reverse wee. I did charge.
Rory,
Sorry.
you're such a cheat.
I wasn't gonna make it.
There was like one rule to this game. One tank.
I know, but I'm the referee. The referee said it was.
No, one tank.
I don't technically have a tank. I have a battery.
Oh, you're such a geek.
So, fair enough, yeah. We've proven that the electric car couldn't go the full distance, and I wanted a nice,
How
happy
much did you charge?
5 minutes.
I just knew you'd do that as well.
How much range have you got left?
Like 60, I think, 65.
65. I've got 38 miles of range remaining. Okay, so I win
No,
the
you
distance
don't
challenge.
win.
Okay, morally, I lose, but technically, I got here first, which means I win as well.
Oh my God, your like ability to work out winning and losing.
It's a little questionable, but we did have a race on our hands. 5 laps of Dunsfold, and as I had arrived 2 minutes and 13 seconds ahead of Alex, I would have a head start. The only problem, I had 38 miles of range remaining, which meant I couldn't go full speed. Alex had double that, and technically could. This would be the hare against the tortoise.
Right, a race in efficiency mode. Let's see how this goes. Okay, here we go. Right, nice and gentle off the line. Ooh, gotta build a gap, gotta build a gap.
2 minutes. 2 minutes! I can't believe it. Luckily, he doesn't actually look like he's going that quickly.
I wasn't. About 60 miles per hour max. I had to preserve what was left in the battery, which was, unfortunately, already falling fast.
So I've got 2 minutes, 13 seconds to basically build an unassailable lead on Alex, and hopefully she won't catch me.
Right, I've got 65 miles on the clock. Do I put it in RS2 mode? I think I'm gonna have to. I need the pace, but I am gonna burn quite a lot of fuel doing it. 65 miles, that'd be fine. RS2, on, okay, good.
I was coming up to lap Alex. That was the good news. The bad news was that my range was now critical.
Oh, please charge battery. 30 miles of range. Oh no. All right, here we go, here we go. And we are passing Alex. Lapped.
So he's lapped me, which means I'm gonna have to pass him twice to win.
This just feels so slow. I can't use the power. I just can't use the power. She's not started yet. Okay, I can afford to not use as much right foot as I thought I would.
Eventually, with Rory a lap and a half ahead, it was time to unleash the twin-turbo V8.
One, go! Come on, Audi! Yes, 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 we can do this.
I was off to a flyer and already accelerating twice as hard as Rory. It was game on.
Oh no, she's moving. She's moving.
Okay, come on, Legui. Don't get overexcited. Brake. Okay, we got this.
Okay, she's on lap 1. I am on lap 2 and a bit. I can see her brake lights flashing. She is on it. She is pushing.
Full power, go! Okay, come on. He looks really slow. Slow down, Legui. Okay, come on. Come on, Audis. Too fast, too fast. Oh, I'm never gonna do it if I do it like this.
This might be tight, you know. You got this, Reed, you got this. Right, my only hope now is that she's overdriving.
Woo! Okay, come on, Audi, we got this. Go, go, go!
I've got no idea where she is now. All I know is she's still got to unlap me.
I'd completed my first lap and was closing in, rapidly. The only problem was that sometimes I was a little too rapid.
I'm full power! Ow! Oh my God, I'm so hot.
No, she's right on my tail. Oh, she's catching. No, she's catching. I got 23 miles of range left.
Okay, easy does it. I can see him. I can see him. He's just up there. We're getting closer. Come on.
And eventually, on lap 3, the inevitable happened.
Here she comes. Here she comes.
I'm going to do him. I'm going to do him on this straight. Yeah, come on, Rory. Let's be having ya.
Oh, no! No!
Woo! I did it! Got him! Yes!
I'd unlapped myself, but I was still a whole lap down. With only a lap and a half to go, my only hope was that Rory's battery was nearly flat, but my V8 was running on fumes.
Okay, she's unlapped herself, so she still has to come past me.
Oh my God, I've got to pass him twice. Okay, don't get excitable. Sorry. Come on, RS7. We can do it. Okay. How am I going to do it?
1.5 laps left to go.
As the corners ticked by, I was approaching the end.
Final lap.
I was giving it everything I had, throwing caution to the wind, going hell for leather, closing in, until my fuel situation got critical. I was losing power and running out of time.
Oh my God. I'm losing power. No. Oh my God, I'm spluttering.
15 range left to go. What you got, Alex? What have you got?
I'm catching him. Oh my God, I'm running out of petrol here. No, I'm not gonna do it. Tank empty.
I think victory is in the bag.
Oh man, I'm not gonna do it. Oh, there's no chance. Oh man, it's over. Oh, damn you, Rory Reid.
Right, second to last corner. This is it. She tried her best, but that 2-minute gap, she ain't gonna overcome it. Come on, over the line.
A hollow victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Mate, I don't even want to celebrate, but I'm gonna celebrate. Come on. What happened?
I ran out of fuel.
Was it really sputtering?
Oh yeah, those last couple of laps.
Yeah, I mean, I thought you'd catch me a lot sooner, but you just, once you overtook me, it's like you slowed down.
I did. I shouldn't have done it in RS mode.
Did you?
I was so cocky at the beginning. I was like, I'm sure I've got enough to do it, and you got yourself so slowly.
I know, honestly.
But I was like, oh, I can make up the time and then go and then drop down.
Yeah, didn't happen.
No.
Didn't happen. Gee, how do you feel about this whole thing? Like, I know I cheated.
Yeah, you're a big cheat.
I'm a moral loser in this.
I feel slightly better because I absolutely loved driving the track. So, you know.
It was fun. I mean, you were going
It was
faster, so you
really
probably had
fun.
more fun than me.
Yeah.
But still, no, it was pretty epic.
But you're still a big fat cheat.
One thing I have to ask you, I did stop to charge, so obviously I had more in reserve when I got to the track. Do you think if you'd stopped and put in petrol, you would have won this race?
No,
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
No. Because, obviously, the time you spent going to the toilet, you would have come out, put petrol in, but you would have still been 2 minutes behind me or whatever, so...
That was huge.
Yeah, so that you couldn't have made up the difference.
And also, you know this track so well.
I mean, a little bit. So I think, in conclusion then, the RS7 can just about do the one-tank challenge.
Yeah.
The E-Tron cannot do the one-tank challenge.
No.
Except if it stops to refuel for 5 minutes.
Yeah. Which is not bad.
It's all
like
right.
both of them, right?
It's all right. It's pretty good. All right, Audi versus Audi. Which one are you going for? You're gonna say Audi, aren't you? I'm waiting for an answer.
I know. And I'm going to go for the RS7.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
I've fallen in love. It's
Okay.
an amazing
Fallen
piece of
in
kit.
love with a loser. And on that, ladies and gentlemen, we bid you good night. Actually, I might need a taxi because I've got no range.
What, me too. Taxi to a jerry can, please.
Right, let's start walking.
Yeah. I'll get there before you.
No, you won't.
Petrol station is that way.
My bad.